Hi, this is Mia. I'm still tired. Oh, I should make some tea because I'm gonna cry. We're just gonna do a meeting. I can't figure out how to get in freaking meetings. I should have done it yesterday. I should have just taken a walk late at night. Literally, seriously. So, I was happy in the last video, and this is still. What's today? I don't even know what today is. Wednesday. And I was. It's almost 5. I just pretty much woke up my brain at like 3:06 when I looked at the clock and started feeling like a happy, like, okay, I can do this. And I'm tired. And so I got cleaned up, got dressed, did my hair, put on a clean shirt, put on my jean shorts that I got at the Goodwill, socks. I didn't drink my tea because I thought we were going fishing. And didn't make any of my food because you have to unplug the machine. I didn't go on my walk because I was so tired. I was like, well, I'll wait till a little bit later so that I can well, I just had no energy. Time flew by. But now my partner just called and said that it's like, he said that someone else wants to go fishing and he's already out close to their house. And I'm like, WTF? Like, I mean, it's no good if I went with him and like 20 minutes later I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I don't feel well. Like, because I was up most of the night. But there's still meetings. Maybe I should find a meeting. Excuse me. I've been sitting in this apartment with or without someone else pretty much since October. I had my birthday here, nobody cared. The kids didn't send me anything. It was. Then Thanksgiving, I had no food. We went to the food pantry or something, and he got stuff, but I didn't have anything. I don't even know if I had my orange. I usually just try to get an orange, and then it was Christmas. I didn't get anything for Christmas. Not even a card. I sent my kids gifts. I hear a car. I don't know if it's my boyfriend. If it is, I'll shut it off. I'm gonna eat my grapefruit and make a funny face. I'm just gonna get up and look because I'm gonna cry. I'm really mad, but I'm tired. No. He already went fishing without me the other day. I'm just like, I wasn't invited. Until, like, literally they were walking down the stairs. Like I said, I was in my pajamas. Like, I'm a lonely person. I don't know where my sour is. Oh, shoot, it's moldy. Oh, no. It's literally moldy. I'm like, should I cut it? This front part got uncovered and it's covered in mold. If in doubt, throw it out. I have oranges, so I was gonna make juice out of them. I ate an apple, that's how sick I feel. I should have said yes, now it's too late. It's like I got all ready and I was like, I put on clean clothes, did my hair. I haven't put my hair up in like days or weeks. Fixed my headband. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go out. And I'm watching these people on TV at their jobs with their cute shiny shirts and their necklaces and their hair. And I'm like, oh, I finally get to go out. Like, even if you work from home, it's like you're not trying to, like, you should get dressed so you have some sense that you're not like a baby in a pair of pajamas for the next 6 months of your life, you know. Anyway, at least I ate half the grapefruit. Did you see how excited I got when I heard a car, and I thought maybe he's stopping by to double check, but you know what, I'm in doubt about this. So I'm just gonna do the work that I didn't do in the billing, and that's what I told myself the other day, that I thought, oh, I could have taken a break from the stuff I need to do. But that's what happens when you have a job, when you can go to work and come back and be done. I have a day off, you don't have self-employment and taxes looming over your head. And I'm a sucker right now. I'm a fool. But when you ever make a decision like that, if you feel like you're going to end up having to do something, and someone has to go do something else, and you're going to do this, and you're going to go here, and you're going to go here, and you find out you have a webinar, this and that, and they're going to say you're rude because you put your earbud in and stuff. Like, I'm just not in the mood. Like, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should go fishing by myself. Like, literally, like, that's probably what, like, I need to go out, and, like, I was going out to my meetings by myself. I was going out to my, counseling things by myself. I was going to the store, library, run errands. But I don't have the car. And you're supposed to shelter at home. I have plenty of food. I could probably use, I don't need water, but just restock what I'm eating. I have plenty of bananas. I have dried fruit and freeze-dried fruit. I have granola bars somewhere. Nuts in a shell. I have Brazil nuts and cashews. So I'm watching Forks Over Knives. I heard about this movie. And it's inspiring me to write a article on, here's my juicer, by the way. I cannot hold it up. It's a Hamilton Beach. I was trying to turn the computer, but I don't really have a desk, so I can just like pick it up. It's heavy. Anyways, it's all wrapped in plastic. 400 watts. Let's see. I got some oranges for this, so we'll get some orange juice going. Even if I have to make it on the floor like we do with the, gotta be careful over there because of the stuff from the, thingy. I mean, maybe he wanted me to go, but, and then this guy is like, oh, I'm going with my friend, and I say no. And then I was like, I just feel tired, I don't want to get stuck. And then he's like, oh, and the little girl's going. And I was like, oh, I should have said yes. Because I don't have to deal with the guy drama. I could hang out. That girl was easier to hang out with than these men. So, it's not that I wanted to go with, it's not that I just wanted to just go with him. I just felt like when you don't feel well, or you're trying to shelter in place, or you're trying to, like, we're not supposed to be going out 6 feet. I mean, it's easy to go fishing 6 feet from someone, but we're not supposed to be going out and exercising and recreation with people that aren't in our household. And this guy came over here and like, well, people stick to this house, and they go to my job, and they go here, and they share some beers, and they share some other germs with somebody, and they're like, we stick to ourselves, so it's not likely to spread the disease, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, if you stick to yourself, you're going to stay inside your house, you're going to wear a mask, you're going to go to the store once a month, and you're going to shelter in place, and you're going to do a little bit of yard work and some laundry, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to be hanging out with this guy who's been hanging out with 10 other people who they've all been hanging out with 10 other people, and then you, like, that's how, like, they don't think about disease, especially if you're going to work and you're working with those people those people have kids in college that are coming home, kids traveling across the world. You don't think about who's coming in and out of the hospital, who works in and out of the hospitals. Okay, so I'm gonna write a paper. Let's see how I can get. I was gonna do my language while the movie was on. This is one of those typical old movies that someone, either they say, oh, have you seen that movie? And I liked what I wanted to do was take the customer shopping, the patients, and have them look at the food labels. And I'm actually planning on making a video for my email for that channel is towerofhealth1@gmail.com. I don't know how to find that for YouTube. So Tower of Health, the number 1. I was gonna go through labels. In fact, I can do it now. I should just post it on this channel. I'm thinking of filling a box with stuff and just doing a label reading. Oh gosh, that's not good. And I don't have the recommended daily amounts out. I feel like keep it simple, especially since I don't have a lot of memory. I see my health food products, which are condiments, over there. I see a couple cheese. I see some more of my health food products. We have like butter and water and energy drinks. A couple cans of soup. I mean, that'll make a plenty long video. Let's start writing about so let's go to Blogger. Oh, this is for Tower of Health. I don't usually use Tower of Health. Let's use me at Orange 630. Me at .orange 630. So I have new post. Hello. Oops. Where did the cursor go? What's going on? Hello, world. I hope that everybody is doing well. Blessings to you and your neighbors and loved ones. I am watching the movie Forks and Knives on HBO, and it had been suggested that I watch this because I believe that when I share my health and wellness, did I say modalities? Experience as a person and as a naturopathic physician now I'm gonna call the state. I'm gonna say this as a. I don't like saving stuff as a naturopathic physician that I remind people of some of the main points in the movie. I hear another car, but I don't think it's my partner. She's gonna go fishing. He'll be gone for a couple hours. I'm gonna write about cardiovascular disease and diabetes. And I do have a patient that's extreme in that area. After my video, I might even just take pictures of it and do it as. Can I put pictures on here? I'm gonna take a picture of myself. I don't care how messy my house is. I mean, I do care, but. Let's see if I have anything in my teeth. It's like, I have all this stuff on the bed, too. I like that picture. It doesn't look like 170-pound chubby Looks like a real person. Oops, let me share it with my blogger or my. Figure out how to get it from the phone to the computer. Shoot, I pushed the button too. My internet is so. Okay, let's put it on Mia Orange. Oh, it's probably the helper person. So I'm gonna do insert image. Choose file from your. It's like it wasn't letting me do. I had to use a different drive. Oh shoot, you're right. I have to share it. This is the wrong drive. I gotta put it on my other one. So much for celebrating Earth Day. But I wanted to take patience on oh shoot, something weird happened. I wanted to take patience. Like it totally I put it on Facebook. Now it's sending it as an email. What the heck? I must have put my thumb on there and clicked every option. It was my passion to go take patients to the store and go through their cupboards and do what I did. So, depending on circumstance, this dietitian talked about how important it is to her milk, and it sounds like our friend who's an elderly lady. It's like you and your kids are gonna die. You don't drink milk, you're gonna get osteoporosis. And it's like everything I learned before medical school was that the milk creates an acidic environment in the body, which then in turn, to keep your body alive, it leaches the minerals from your bones so that the tissues in the blood are not acidic. So you don't just you're regulating 24/7. And that was what I learned before medical school. And everyone, they were talking about, it's not just milk. If you're not going to get sick, it's animal protein, or casein and cancer and all this. What they talked about at the beginning of forks over knives, they're talking about make it low fat. And I started blurting at the TV, low fat means there's a higher sugar content, milk sugar content. So you have to be real careful. People don't think the picture all the way through. Now, I am unorganized. I have recycling all over the place here. I'm not able to figure out how to sell a thing to save my life on eBay. I don't have any friends. I turn down opportunities to go out and do something. If you keep turning down opportunities, you end up not getting invited anymore. My son had a video on YouTube about depression, or not him. It was like a cartoon about being depressed and being alone, and you get more and more distant from everybody, and you get more and more you walk into the room once in a while and people are waving and stuff, and you think they're waving to you, and it's the people behind you. And then you go to parties and it's like you don't talk to anyone. You just get like this, and they stop inviting you, and you look out the window and you see your friends dressed up, wearing feather boas, and going out to New Year's, and you're not even invited. And it's it just gets you more distant, and I feel like that's happening to me. And I say, oh my God, my son feels like this. I feel like this. This is horrible. And me and him, we can't help that we don't have friends. My daughter has a few friends. We can't help that I don't know. I should have just said yeah. Someone works as a pharmacy clerk. Do all the deliveries and mailed meds. I wonder if she actually has to work at a place and talk to customers, or just work fulfill orders or check the orders. I wonder how I can order the COVID test thingamajig. I got the stuff for the COVID testing. I'm gonna call my friend. I'm gonna finish this blog while I talk. If she doesn't answer, then I'll just put my movie back on. I should go for a walk. I'm really, really depressed. I went like this morning, really tired, feeling alone and depressed, to feeling like loved and cared for, and then feeling like I'm the problem. Like, but what would you do if you're supposed to be shelter in place, small groups, but staying with your household? Like, my partner keeps going out with these people and going to friends' house and going to this fishing spot and this, but like, we're not necessarily supposed to sit and chill and watch TV at a friend's house. Like, I'm confused. I tried to go do a job and I feel like I got germs from the place. And then the other thing is, I mean, what if I just like gone out and put on some nice warm clothes, grabbed a water bottle, and just relaxed? And just, if you're tired, sit down on the ground. Wear your old jeans. I don't even know where my old jeans are. The other ones are all in the too small pile. What if I had just, because I was like, oh, I'm tired, don't drop your phone, wear your fanny pack, take your backpack, do this, do that. I was telling myself all this stuff all day because I was excited. Like, I was getting ready to go fishing. I got dressed, did my hair. I was just waiting to get picked up, and now I mean, and maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's like, you don't have date night. I haven't been single for so long, but maybe you just want to do something with your partner once in a while that's not freaking going to get pharmaceuticals, or bananas. Like, maybe you want to do something as a couple alone and not always have buddies acting weird, telling stupid jokes, talking about drugs, talking about alcohol, which I don't partake in, smoking around me. It's like, you know what I mean? I felt like this week has been the hardest for me because I haven't been able to be with my kids, and my partner's like, well, they didn't pay attention to you anyway, they didn't. I was like, well, in my mind, it's like, you don't really that much either, to tell you the truth. So I'm gonna find a meeting. I think that's what I need. I'm not even gonna call my friend right now. I'm trying to think though of how am I gonna figure out how to find a meeting. There was an NA one that was a long time. 24/7. A long time. Like, my mind was like a long time. Alright, let's find this picture. Let's see. How do you find a picture? Excuse me. So, let's do the date here. So these are folders. It's not there. I can't find the picture. Let's see. You know what? I might have to close it and enter it in again. Let's see if I can find it that way. I missed out. I'm left out. This happened a lot when I was a kid. And fishing was was the biggest impact that I have. There's a video on here that's 642. Why is it in my drive? 642 megabytes. Alright. So I said I was going to post or talk about cardiology because I did study cardiovascular medicine. I wish I had some of the study guides and notes. The problem with that teacher, I did it as a clinic shift, not as just my class. But it was like one of the intensive kind of specialty shifts where you have 2 in a row with the same supervisors at the same clinic with the same patients as much as you can. And my friend was into cardiology, so I think that I should contact my friend and then do the pictures of my food stuff and then move them onto my Google Drive and then make a blog post and then I can just do a simple. I've done videos like that where I did my prepping stuff, or like little mini hauls. I don't know why I can't find my this picture though. It's making me feel sad. The thing is, I also don't know what it's called. Let's see. Let's see how I can figure that out. Maybe I didn't finalize it. Dear God, I am lonely and tired. And it's my fault that I didn't. And you feel like, if you already feel like you're depressed and lonely, and somebody's like next to their buddy's house already, and you're like, why would you drive back over here and get me and go back out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and what I thought was that he was going to drop this guy off and come back and get me, and then we'd go out. And yes, I'm wearing shorts now, but just the fact that I wasn't freaking wearing the same little black tank top that I always wear, the same freaking leggings. My waist might be getting smaller too, by the way. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. My thighs feel fat, but some of my pants are like, they're either stretchy because I don't wash them, or maybe I lost a little bit of weight. I don't feel like I lost weight. I feel like I gained weight, but I've been doing a little bit more yoga. So, why, oh why, cannot, okay, so it's called 2020, and I don't know why I can't see it. Let me just start typing 200. This is ridiculous. Here it is. No, that's not it. This one starts with IMG. Let's see if it's this. I don't think it's called IMG though. 2020. This is something else. What's that from? March 1st. So it would be today. I am annoyed. I am. So, image. If you're like me, I recommend that you don't turn down when people ask you to go out. But at the same time, if you're being pressured, or somebody's like not wanting, they tell you they don't want to go, or they're going to leave you, break free from you, and then as they walk down the door, they're like, you're coming, right? Like, yeah, you know I'm not coming. I'm sitting here. Like, you're not even saying bye to me. Like, you're saying bye, and you're like, oh yeah, you're coming, right? And you're like, you know, you're just trying to say that just so that you can argue that I am the one who said no. Like, there's just a bunch of drama. I'm going to share with you the fishing story that's going to make me cry. My health, I'm watching this movie, and I'm a fat raw foodist, and a vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian because I don't eat milk. I eat honey. That's why I don't call myself a vegan. I don't eat any meat. Everything's raw. I don't even do bee pollen anymore, which I should have got some. So, Grandma used to take fishing, and there was a trout pond near where I lived. And went out in the woods, and Grandma came one day, and I think Cousin James, and I just think the big kids, Grandma's here, I love Grandma, she's so nice. Big kids here, big kids are always cool. And one day, they were out in the driveway of the car, and we were getting ready to go, and I feel like I kept going to the house to go to the bathroom. Because I had an overactive bladder. I feel like I had a wheat allergy, and I'm lucky that I didn't have bedwetting as a child. It could be because of, I feel like if I was a boy, I probably would have had bedwetting as an older child because of food allergies. And I kept going to the bathroom, and I remember, here's my parents' driveway. It has a decline, and then there's a garage door. There's a thing in the ground that's supposed to drain out the water when it rains because it was down like that, sloped. And there's a little nook right here where we had the yellow bathroom, which was just a half bathroom with the real tiles on the walls, tiles on the floor, little tiles, big tiles, shiny, glossy sink. I think the sink was yellow and the toilet was yellow. There was a nice curtain. I never understood why this curtain was so awesome. It was a different bathroom. It had the window that cranks open instead of lifts, and it had the screen. Every screen was very well made in our house, always intact, never busted, unless they were good. The front door, I don't know, we weren't allowed to like kick stuff and mess with stuff and get fingerprints. So even though we had clutter, we were always like take care of our stuff. It just broke because it broke. It's old, and we had the blind that it's like wood or something, and it unravels, kind like rolls down, it rolls up. It's not like a mini blind where you have to pull it up like that, but it was kind of like that, but natural. And on the other side, it was a nook that had the heating oil thing, and that heating oil thing was, um, that heating oil thing was like surrounded by rocks, and I loved rocks as a kid. So I remember, like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom again. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom again. And they're like in the car. Grandma's ready, and I guess my dad was home or something. And I don't remember. People didn't pay attention to me, just like now. I push them away when they do. So I was like, I'm really depressed. I feel like I just want to dump all of those baskets on the floor and just like open up the windows and throw trash out. Like, I feel destructive right now. This is not a safe space to be isolated. Like, people have been isolated for 2 months. I've been isolated since October. I'm sorry. I just had like, I need help. I need support. I need friendships. Like, even told my partner I'd play chess with him, and he's not played, and just playing stupid card games on my iPad. It's stupid. Just to take my mind off of the stress of. And it would be different. You see people's houses on TV. It'd be different if you had a counter and a cabinet and a closet and a place to put your coats. And it could be different if you had some organization and some resources inside your house, like a kitchen sink, like where you can rinse your vegetables and put them on the counter, or dry them off and put them in the juicer and wash everything up, and not have to use the shower to wash your vegetables and your crock pots and your pork stuff, like the grease is where you stand. Like, I could have worse, and I could be in an RV. But anyways, I remember that spot. I didn't play there a lot. It was dark and cold. There was probably spiders. The energy was bad, but I liked the rocks. I remember standing there, and the sidewalk led to the front door, which we hardly used, but probably because we had the guests, they were using the front door. And I ended up being told by my mom, you can't go because you keep having to go to the bathroom. And I can't believe how depressed I got as a child that day. Grandma came from hundreds of miles away, went to go fishing, and I missed it. So whenever something comes up about fishing here, I think there's a hidden thing inside me that is like, Eeyore, oh, poor me. I'm gonna want to go, but I can't. Oh, they always want to go without me. Poor me. So what do? Okay, I don't eat meat. I'm trying to get my juicer open. I'm trying to help the world share about labels and about plant foods and proteins, and maybe I just straight up need to take a nap. Maybe I needed to watch this movie and do that billing stuff that I said I was going to do. Maybe I can do that, take a nap, and go drive to the post office by myself tonight and see if I could, I need to practice driving. This town is crowded. People are everybody's at work. I want to say one thing about people being at work. I still can't find the picture, by the way. I want to tell you something about being at work. I'm trying to get this job, and the people that I'm trying to work with are all working at home, but they're having the low paid workers come in, and they're next to people that are also coughing and sneezing and carrying on. And in my mind, they don't pay you any better. They don't give you hazard pay. They don't charge the customers extra because they have to go buy some PPE, which they don't even have. They have gloves, okay. Nothing professional medical grade except the gloves. They might have gowns though. It's probably case by case for the gowns. I feel like we should be given a couple though. Anyways, I don't remember what job it was someone was talking about that they had people, they or some people in their town or whatever had to keep going to work in person, but then they didn't want, or they were going to go start a new job. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was Amazon or it was meatpacking. I don't think it was the meatpacking plants. It was like someone had to go into work while your supervisor and all the other executive people are working from home remotely. And you're like exposing yourself. It's like, it's kind of like the captain goes down with the ship. Like, you don't need those other people in the job contaminating it. But it's like, it's instead of the captain going down with the ship, it's like they're on another ship waving and all you guys are sinking. And I just think, I don't, like, there's no compensation, there's no change, there's no support, there's no, like, they made me take a class for this job on PPE. And of course they're talking about gloves and gowns and mask and I don't know what else, whatever, everything. And I'm like, I'm not even getting supplied this stuff. Like I'm thinking in my mind, they're not having us wear this stuff and a face shield and all that. Like that kind of creeps me out. I gotta go. I feel like I'm using up all the memories. This is too long. This is my sad. I didn't get to go fishing. This is the second time this week that this has happened. Either like, and I went a couple weeks ago, and I had fun, and it was like a month ago now. I had fun, and I almost caught a jellyfish. I didn't really almost catch it. It was like close to my hook, and I moved the hook because I was like, do you want this or not? I don't know if you could have them, because they sting, and I don't eat fish. I have the ability to get a hunting license here because I took hunter safety. I don't eat meat, but I'm down for getting some for someone else. Heck, I would get meat and make jerky out of it and send some to my kids with the preservative packets somehow. Because it's hard. You gotta make sure it's very dry. I feel alone. I don't. Let me go to the bathroom and call my friend out of the blue. Bye.